Hello, beautiful people. My name is Naila, your host for the Art of Living show. Our guest today is a rising star and is shaping the world of interior decor and design. She has a passion for creating spaces that are both visually stunning and deeply functional. She's making waves in her industry and her fresh perspective with deep approach to interior decor and design. She is none other than Fraciah Kagai. She invites us to her space to have a look around, learn one or two things about her fresh approach to interior decor. Let's discover, explore, and engage. Hello, Miss Fraciah.
How are you? Is this for me?
Goodness. Yes, this is for you. It's for you.
Thank you so much.
My God, I think you love plants.
All I see you giving plants, I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait to get my plants.
You can't wait to get your plant. That's for you.
Beautiful.
This is a snake plant.
Ah.
And it is fantastic for indoor because it brings in fresh air. So always have it indoors. This is splendid.
Thank you, thank you, thank
Wow.
you. Meet George, my home partner.
George is making
Resident
noise.
cat.
Hi, George. You're upset we're here. Hi, George.
I think
Do you
it's
wanna
his
say
place.
hi? Do you want to say hi? Hi, George. I hope you don't bite me. I
Oh,
just want to
Lord.
say hi. I didn't bring you anything. I'm sorry. We will be
He
out.
needs to take his nap. He thinks it's his house, that's why.
Okay. Oh, very territorial.
Yeah, it's his place.
Wow.
So
Are you
I-
going to bite me?
No, he's not that grumpy
He's not grumpy
yet.
Hi. Hi. Okay, let me leave you alone. Okay, we are sorry with the outright promise.
Okay.
In a minute. Hey, let me tell you, with the pets and the territory spaces, my God.
Yes.
Wow.
He's a little home partner. He keeps me company here.
Like, who are these people? There are too many of you people coming in and taking over.
Exactly.
What's with this?
Exactly.
He's
Like
not
how-
happy.
He loves his space.
Yeah.
He loves his food.
Okay.
He loves his mom. His mom. Me.
You must really spoil him, clearly.
Just a little bit.
Yeah? How
little
old is he?
I think 5, 4. Got him from my mom.
Okay.
My mom says he was 3,
Okay.
but she didn't remember. But I think now he's around 4 because I've stayed with him like 2 years.
Wow.
Yes.
Very cute
He
and
is.
healthy.
He's a cutie.
What?
He likes you a bit.
Wow.
A bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Karibu, do you want
telling
some
you.
tea?
Oh, that would be nice. Thank you.
Oh, okay, so let me
Thank you
prepare
so
something.
much.
Just some small snacks I had prepared for you guys.
Oh, wow, that's very kind of you. Thank
Some
you,
spice tea,
Fraciah.
yes.
This is your space, Fraciah. So what we see on Instagram is
Uh.
real.
Yeah, it's not fake.
It's not fake. And
It's
it
real.
even looks better
Really?
when you actually come and see the
Oh,
space.
wow, thank you. That's a nice compliment.
Right?
It actually feels better when you're in it, right?
Yeah. Oh, guys, you should just be in this space. It feels like I'm in a hotel somewhere in London. You know, the style and the design and the layout. I'm seeing lots of curves. Lots of curves going on here with the design. Fraciah.
And a lot of plants. Yeah, that's my
Lots of
design aesthetic. A lot of plants.
Very
carved.
unique and different.
Some spice tea for you.
Thank you so
snacks.
much. Thank
Karibu.
you. Your posh chocolate and
Yes. a
cookies.
little
Where's
bit.
your coffee or tea?
Oh, let me have some.
You know,
Thank you.
the African way. You can't
When
dine
you
by
host,
yourself.
sometimes you forget. Forget yourself, like our moms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Fraciah, talk to me about your space. I don't even want to talk about it, but I love the textures, the layering, the colors. It is cozy and warm and very inviting.
Thank you.
Talk to me about the inspiration behind the look and feel of your space.
I think it's exactly what you said. I always want a space to feel inviting, warm, cozy, lived in.
Yes.
So my style usually is a mix of that, the old and new.
Yes.
Sort of like when you have something old, it's always inviting. You don't feel like, oh, should I sit here? Should I?
Yeah.
I don't like that feeling in the house. I feel like you should just come in the house and just wanna drop into that couch, put your bag, and just feel at home. Yeah. So my style is more of that, the old meets new, and still just a little bit of luxury, just a little bit to make
this
you.
Is not a little. Don't be modest. Guys, she's trying to be modest. My word, you should just be here. I'm sure our camera guys are doing a good job, but this place is, oh my goodness, so amazing. It is incredibly beautiful.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes.
I like the design of your apartment.
Thank you.
What were you looking for when you're looking for your apartment? Because the views, it's airy, it's spacious. The design lends itself to just want to do so much more in it.
Yes.
Talk to me about what you had in mind when you're looking for the apartment, plus the floor, the roofing, the windows, the views, everything. Yeah.
I think like you mentioned, I'm a designer, and I'll always sort of see my space like a canvas for me to sort of also just create again, and also just push my design limits and interests. So whenever I'm looking for a space, I'm looking for something charming, not just a square. Most of the time, like even if you go back like in my first pictures, I have a small studio, but it has its own looks, and yes, it just has a lot of character. So I usually just take that very seriously. So when I just get into this space, I think what I loved was just the ceilings slanted, just little nooks that I can play with.
Yeah.
And just spoke to me, and then the openness.
Yeah.
And then the plants, being a plant enthusiast, I fell in love with just looking outside and seeing the trees.
Yeah.
I thought I could do something with this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So plain walls.
Yes.
But you've adorned them with beautiful art pieces
Yes.
that I are fallen in love with.
Thank you.
Because each piece has a story. I can tell it tells a story. Talk to me about each and every piece that means so much to you, and why these pieces.
Yes, like I don't know if I explained earlier. I started out design with a very like cottage old house, and I didn't have money, so I used to paint. I used to do a lot of thrifting, a lot of collections. So it's still in me to sort of design spaces that way.
Okay.
And so I usually collect pieces, and some of like this piece.
Yes.
I found it and I was like, this is my inspiration to. I think this is somewhere in Paris or Italy. So I usually just look at it and feel like it's just that old world feel as well.
Yeah. This is a thrift?
Yeah, this is a thrifted piece. It's like an antique piece I found.
Okay.
Yes, so it just speaks to that old world feel, just nothing, just something old but still beautiful.
Yes.
And then all these other art pieces, I've also collected them in thrift shops. So this lady, I was inspired that when you look at her, it's an 1899 art piece, and she just saw a lot of bravery, a lot of just a different kind of way of seeing femininity.
She looks like a man.
Exactly.
It's like a bird also
exactly.
her head.
Exactly. It's just a different take on femininity. Like it's not always how we define it. Like a lot of strength from her, and still a beauty that you can see even at her age.
Yeah.
She looks like a man, but she is a female.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the other one just represents us, the African woman.
There's a bit of modern.
Exactly.
Like her face is modern, but still traditional.
And her eyes always speak to me.
Yeah.
Like they're so regal.
And fierce.
Exactly, and fierce. Like just how we'd love to show up in this world, I think.
And she's gorgeous.
Yes.
Like the owner of the house.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I like also the layout of how you've displayed the art pieces. So did you print this?
That's a printed one. All the others I bought them that way.
As they are.
Yes.
And the framing, I need to know for our viewers if they wanted to get something like this.
Yes.
Where would they get something like this?
There are a lot of, I find also ex-UK the old thrift frames. When you go to the thrift shops, if you want that old look, get most of my old frames from thrift shops.
Okay,
online.
so it's
I can
not
tag
made.
them.
This is a
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good tip, guys. So you can, and it's
don't miss out on the ex-UK shop, the thrift shops.
Okay.
Don't miss out. Even on Instagram, there are a lot of people selling some antique pieces. But whenever I go to out of town, I always look for ex-UK. Pass by anytime, just drop in. Whenever you see those old bikes outside, just drop in. You'll find some amazing things.
Amazing things.
Exactly.
Are they expensive?
No, not really. They're, I'd say, average.
Okay.
Say between, it depends on the size, it depends on where the thrift shop is.
Okay.
If it's more inside town, it's more expensive. If it's outside town. So, but it's you can do it. You can buy one.
It's affordable.
Yes, it's affordable.
The clock and the little bed as well. Just you truly are an interior decor enthusiast, because these are not your conventional pieces you'd find every day. What did you love about them?
I think that clock, I think all of us growing up had that clock. I don't know about you guys. Did you have that clock growing up?
Yes.
So I think when I saw it, I was like, this is like everyone, like it's just a little bit of us growing up.
Yes.
And then the fan was something like a souvenir I got on one of my travels in Bali.
Okay.
So yeah, I brought it with me.
Okay, and that piece, it also speaks volumes, because it looks like it's an abstract.
Yes.
But still looks like a map
Yes.
for some reason.
Yes.
But you can't tell what it is, but it looks perfect.
Yes, this was an awesome gift I got from one of my painters. I usually do engage a lot of painters in my work.
Okay.
So she gave me that and I framed it, and I think it looks awesome.
Gorgeous.
Yes.
So let's come back to your furniture. Talk to me about your furniture.
My furniture.
Yes.
So I think most people think I'm like a farmhouse designer. Like because that's how I started, painting old furnitures, reupholstering old furnitures, and so the old bohemian farmhouse was how I got into the market.
Okay.
And so when I was getting into this space, I was like, I'm getting out of that. I want to try something new. So this time I was calling it modern Parisian. That's what I was calling it.
Yes.
So I wanted to feel like a little bit vibrant, a little bit like girl in the city sort of feel.
Yes.
And so a lot of upholstery, a lot of curves, a lot of conversation, free flowing.
Yes.
And then just remove the old farmhouse, that old feel.
Yes.
That old like DIY feel, and more like just made it a little bit more chic.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's talk about your cozy seats. They are rich and specific. Specifically this rich velvet olive green. It is so rich, it's so extra. It's so luxurious. Yes. Can I have a seat?
Go ahead. Sink right in.
Oh wow, talk to me about where you sourced them and why this kind of seats.
Yes, like as a design, as a business person in design, just marrying both my hobbies and the business. So I have to also get into furniture making.
Okay.
So one of my most, like, I find like when I'm designing, one of the most biggest pain point for clients is a deep couch.
Okay.
That can transcend just having, you can, if you have a guest, can sleep over. If you want to watch TV, you can sink in. So I always try to create that, and also variety. Like just don't want to see another recliner. Sorry to say, so my recliner people, I'm sorry.
No
but
more recliners.
I feel like it's people lacking options.
Yeah.
So that's what people have been exposed to.
Okay.
And so I always want to push the design envelope when it comes to just showing people you can trust our local artists.
Yes.
To give you something.
This was made by our local artists?
Yes. You can trust them to create something that's beautiful, functional, and still comfortable.
Yes.
Yes. So that's what
They did such a good job.
Yes. They do. They do.
And how much would this cost generally?
It depends on the fabrics you're choosing, but at least budget between 100, 120.
Just this one couch?
Yes.
Okay.
Because now we use for it to be comfortable, to have that spring feel, we have to go for the Dr. mattress, like cushions.
Okay.
That's what gives it that extra comfy.
Yes.
So that when you sit, you sink in.
Oh, nice. Talk to me about these two And
Swivel.
the style as well. I really like it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I just always want to create like a conversation.
Yes.
So that when someone is in the house,
Yeah.
you're having those conversational points and just people just facing each other.
Yeah.
Something light, because I also don't want to make the house full of furniture. You remember
Yes.
how growing up our parents used to just do it, like
Lots of furniture.
exactly like
big
20
tables.
exactly like the work
Sofas
was
at
to
the corner.
everywhere.
Yes.
Like the work was to occupy the space.
Yes.
So I always want to just, yes, we're still Africans, we want to have a lot of furniture, but let's not fill out the house. So you just create like sleek, small armchairs and then have your main sofa so that the house is not so full.
Those two are very strategic.
Yes.
They're small,
Yes.
they're cozy, they're
Yes.
functional,
Yes.
the aesthetic
Yes.
gives the place such a luxurious feel in your space. I love it.
Thank you.
Did this also, was this handmade as well?
Yes, this is handmade.
Wow.
From House of Fraciah. We make our clients furniture.
Okay.
So when I'm also designing my space, I'm also just trying out new ways, new
Yes.
furniture styles,
Yes.
just to keep increasing our skill.
Yes.
So that we're also ready once we get such clients.
I see.
Yes.
What
So
are-
actually, everything is mostly just handmade here in Kenya.
Okay.
Most of my furniture.
All your furniture, including the
Yes,
dining.
Yes. Because my dream, my design dream is that we can source everything in Kenya and it's quality.
I like that.
Yes, that is my dream, that when people think of their homes, they're not thinking outside. And that we can continue building the confidence that we
Yeah.
can get what we want locally.
I like that
Yes.
a lot. Let's talk about this table and your dining
Yes.
and the display cabinet.
Yes.
I would have sworn this was not made in Kenya
Yes.
if you didn't tell me.
Yes.
Talk to me about the design, what you were looking for, because I see there's a theme in your house. There's a curve. This is a curve. That's a curve. The seat has the dining seats have a curve. Talk to me about that.
Okay. So I think about small spaces. I find curves work better.
They're functional.
Exactly. You don't have to get your knee like everyone has their knee like kicked when you're in the house.
Yes.
I feel like curves also help with small spaces, and the dining is a bit
Yes.
small.
Yes.
So I went for that curve that creates more space, allows me to also just add more furnitures like the hatch, also the bar area. If it was more like geometric, I wouldn't have the space to do that. So that's what informed that. And also just going back to that old design I was saying, just that old dining in black and some dark wood and the hatch. We all had like a hatch in our home. You remember that cupboard? But now a modern take to it, yeah.
And that's where the display cabinet comes in.
Exactly. You
Lovely.
remember those cupboards our mom used to hide
Yes.
everything?
Yes.
I think it's just a modern take to it.
Okay.
Yes.
I like what you borrowed a lot from the things that you saw when you were growing up.
Yes.
And you have made it modern and you have taken it and taken ownership.
Yes.
And House of Fraciah, I must commend you for it. I think our viewers can reach out to you to get stuff like this, because I'm totally in love. I think because it's also my style. I really, really love what you've done with this. Now, let's talk about the lighting. Oh, Lord, that disco light there
Yes.
caught my attention. It's outstanding.
Thank you.
Talk to me about the lighting and the whole look and feel you were trying to achieve with your lighting.
Yes, I always look at lighting as the jewelry of the house, yeah?
Yes.
Just like the way when you have your dress, which is like the couch, that there's a core furniture. And then now the lighting is the jewelry. Just a thing that you want to look up, just like a little sparkle, just something just to put some interest.
Yes.
So when I saw that disco light, I was like, yes, that's just like the punch, the pop that I want for that dining, for that
Where
old.
did you get it?
This is
I feel like I'm just gonna go home with this.
This is actually also Power Max. They're on Westlands. They have a number of branches, and a lot of people think we can get these things locally.
I'm totally in love with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just go to the all lighting shops. Like if you really want something unique,
Yeah.
just go to the shop. That's what I always say.
Okay.
Like go find out, go to the actual shop. You'll find so many other pieces, because online they can show everything. You always find some gems when you go to the shop.
Okay.
So yeah, lighting, ensure that your lighting also sort of speaks to your style.
Yeah.
Also adds to that flavor. Like for the dining was old, so I just wanted to add something a little bit more glam.
Yes.
Yes.
And this one?
So this one reminds me like, I don't know, like chewing gum, like bubble, a little bit playful.
Yes.
But still very dreamy.
Yes.
So this was like I wanted a bigger piece for the living room.
Yeah.
Just also bigger because the space is bigger.
Oh, interesting.
If you do the same light here, everything stops being interesting.
Very true.
So when you talk about layering in design, it's
Yes.
that shapes, height, size, also colors.
Yes.
You mix all those things, and now your eyes are always like wondering, like, oh,
Yes.
this is,
Yes.
and still flowing.
And it creates a lot of interest.
Exactly.
So that dining table there, the furniture, what kind of wood is that? And I see you use the same, it's a velvet feel that is on the seats as well. Talk to me about the design of the table and the seats. Yeah.
The seats, let's go for, when it comes to wooden furniture, hardwoods, yeah? Why? Because when you carve them, like the wood loses a lot of its strength. So I use a lot of hardwoods.
Okay.
But the red in probably mahogany is not what you want to see. You know that, like that reddish color?
Yes.
I don't like it personally.
Yeah.
I don't like seeing it in furniture because it doesn't feel very natural to me. So we
Yes.
stained it just to make it a little bit darker.
Okay.
And then I think the curves just speak into that dance I was talking about, different shapes.
Yes.
Yeah, and just allowing it to just curve around the dining room.
I like the
table.
design. It is so incredibly beautiful.
Thank you.
And the table, because
Yes.
I'm seeing the trunk, it's circular. It feels like a tree trunk. Is that your creative? Is that your own design?
We still made it, but it's also part of the design trends right now. I feel very abstract shapes.
Okay.
Instead of the traditional shape, probably the four legs.
Yes.
That's what's in right now, a little bit of abstract, just a little bit of different shapes.
Yeah.
Even tables, that's sort of like a modern take
Yeah.
on the round table.
Yeah.
Instead of having the usual four legs, just
Yeah.
have a different kind of shape,
Yes.
adds a little bit more interest.
Okay.
And also, the leg room becomes better.
The carpet is cream, and you know we're in Kenya. You know it's a rainy season, and
And I also
everything.
have a pet.
And you have a pet,
Yes.
George. There, he's
And a
now
nephew
calm. Yes.
comes in.
So how
the
do you
sofa.
manage? And this looks like it's a handmade carpet.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say, yeah, that is usually the pain points. I'd say genuinely as a tenant, you want, you have to like make a compromise.
Yes.
I feel the floor, I love the wooden floors,
Yeah.
but currently I'd go for a lighter shade.
Okay.
I would, but still go for a wooden floor. For that old house feel, I think it just gives that old lived in feel. Eh?
Yes.
And then I think just I wanted to lift the space with the rug now because the floor is dark.
Yeah.
Now I didn't want to add another dark layer.
Yes.
So that that's how I ended up with the light rug, just to lift the space up.
Okay.
So that because the floor, the walls are a big part of the room when you're thinking about design. So if you go dark again, it brings the space down, and we only have like one main window, which is the main source of light.
Okay.
So that's how I ended up choosing this color. I wanted color, but I knew if I go another dark layer, the house is gonna be gloomy.
Yes, yes.
So that's how I ended up with the color of the swivel chairs and the rug.
Together with your curtains.
Yes, just lifting the space up.
And it also complements your walls.
Yes.
Excellent. Are you learning something? I am learning a lot.
Mm,
Let's talk about the fireplace.
The
Did you
false
find
fireplace.
it this way, or did you
Yes, this is a Fox fireplace actually. I always wanted to have fireplace feel.
Yes.
In my house, again to the old house feel.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna make. I made ones for a client.
Okay.
My first.
You made this or you found it this way?
I made this. It's a Fox fireplace.
So will you move with it?
Yes, move with it. It's detachable. That's the best part.
I like that.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. You know, I would never have guessed that you created this.
Yes.
I thought you walked into this space and found it as is.
I
I like the fact that you can actually create your own.
Yes. You
Tip,
can.
guys, I love fireplaces,
You
but
can.
most apartments in Nairobi don't have fireplaces.
Yes. You just have fun creating with your local fundis because it's not like this lax thing. As long as you can see someone has, you know, the right skill,
Creativity
go and play,
with
go
them.
and create whatever you want to
Yeah,
create. Yes.
yeah.
But for the more like heavy pieces, sofas and dinings, no, don't play around with the local fundi. Look for the right artist.
You'll cry tears.
Yes, exactly. There are things that I don't mind like buying on the roadside, plants, pots,
Yes, yes.
frames.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
even
yes.
fireplaces, because I'll
Yes.
paint them in case I
Yeah.
want to change the color.
Yeah.
So those are the things you don't have to really like go out of your way to find.
You are a DIY enthusiast.
Yes.
Clearly.
Yes.
And before I forget, I love plants. And I don't think I've walked into a space that has so many plants as this. Talk to me about the love of your plants indoors and how you maintain them. They are not fake plants, they are real plants.
Yes. I think I always say when you go out in nature, you never really question, why isn't that plant yellow? Or there's just something natural about the outdoors that makes you just calm. It's just like, that's the color it's supposed to be. And I think just bringing in plants does that to a space.
Very refreshing.
Yeah.
So which plants can you advise our guests to have in their spaces that will not die? My goodness, they die. Like in a week, you
Yes.
buy a plant, the next thing you know,
100%,
what?
100%. I've killed so many plants.
Have you?
I have. I'm always killing plants.
At least you're honest.
I am honest, because I've tried this, like, but I'd say the money plant,
Yeah.
the monstera,
Okay.
like if you kill a monstera, like, yeah,
Okay.
you're doing badly. The snake plant,
Yes.
but I'd say the tropical plants, I find that they are more resilient.
All right.
The big leafy plants,
Okay.
monsteras, there's,
Yes.
okay, I've tried the fiddle fig, you'll see it, there's a piece outside, it's surviving. But for me, how I look at it, like, if you do your best, just change it.
Okay.
Okay, it died. I'm not that plant mom who's gonna cry.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not so attached to them.
Okay.
I'm not so attached. Like, if it's not surviving, I'll just change it.
Okay.
That's what I do. If it's not doing well, I'll just change it. I won't force it.
Yeah.
So that's how I do. I have a very good plant guy. He comes in, and if it's not surviving, waters, removes them.
Yes.
Yeah, the guy who sells them to me.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't struggle with, oh, it's not doing this. If it's
Okay.
not working, just change it.
Just change it. If it's not working, just change it. But I like the idea of having indoor plants. It brings a lot of life in, and it's very refreshing.
Yes.
Because everywhere I look, I'm seeing a plant and a different kind of plant. Very
Yes.
refreshing. That's another tip, beautiful people.
Yes.
Thank you, Fraciah. Guys, you should know what her story is. She woke up one day, went and... Who does that? Because of the passion that she had, took all her money from the circle
Yes.
and renovated her mom's house
Yes.
because of the passion for interior decor. Talk to me about that story. That's how she started her journey, and I think it's very inspirational for people who are passionate about their craft and things that they want to do, and people, because you are inspiring so many people out there, and the risk that you took.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that.
It makes me a bit teary because I remember that time. It's like one of those things you don't even, I didn't even tell my mom, you know, like, because, you know, our moms, they'll tell us, save your money, do this, you know. But then I just left my previous job, had some money, was completely obsessed with design.
What were you doing before?
I was what do they call them? Like the guys who sells loans for Kenya women. We moved from field to field.
Okay.
That was my very first job in Mombasa.
All right.
And I loved it genuinely because I love being a creative. I love being outside, yeah. And so when I came back to Nairobi, from Coast, having seen everything at Coast, that's what sparked my design. Like hizo vitanda za kipilipili, I'm seeing curtains, I'm like, this is a whole world I didn't know about. And so I get into the internet, I'm like, what is this? There is curtains, there is chairs, there is art, I was obsessed for like a good 2 years. There's nothing, I'd go to work, I'd just be on House, Arc Digest, all those design pages. And so I think just having filled myself up with so much design, it had to come out. I started breaking my mom's house down, and you know when you start construction, it never ends. So one day the kitchen is like this, like, no, I need a countertop, I need this. The money is never enough. And so eventually just putting all my money, like from that job to my mom's house, but I've never regretted any of it. Seeing the transformation, it was so awesome. And then eventually when realizing I need more money to do this, I'm taking my circle savings. So that's how I actually
broke bank.
Took all my savings. I'm like, I'm sure I want to spend them doing design. And that's how I finished my first house. Shared it on Instagram, and guys started like, can you do this for me?
That's
how
awesome.
I started designing.
Some chocolates.
Girl's best friend.
Girl's best friend. Also, I'm feeling so inspired today. Can I see the other rooms?
Yes. Let's go to the office.
Okay, let's get that. Fraciah, all I can say is you are a creative genius. My goodness, guys, can you imagine this is her office? Isn't it just the most gorgeous space ever?
Thank you.
I love the personality and the character in this space. And why black paint?
I just always wanted to work with black, and I feel it's one of those colors you can convince clients. Like you mentioned black, it takes a lot of convincing. And so I always try new things with my space. And then when people say like, it's actually nice, then the next time it's easier to sell it. So that's how I ended up with black. It's called color drenching. You even do the ceiling.
Let me tell you guys, someone here is not happy. Someone here is not happy.
Who's the house partner? Like.
So you were saying it's color drenching.
Color drenching, where you just paint everything.
Okay.
The ceilings, the doors, everything. Like guys also take it, like when you say a good color drenching, everything. It's good for small spaces, washrooms.
Okay.
Small spaces, small nooks that you can, that's not the main house, but you can sort of get lost in the house. Like it would be so good for a washroom.
Okay.
Put those dark colors, those colors that you're always afraid to use.
Yes.
That's the place to do color drenching.
Did you guys hear that tip? Small nooks, little spaces that you want to try and take risks with are perfect for color drenching. I just learned something new today. Color drenching. It's awesome.
Yes. It has just a very warm, personal feel.
Yes.
It's genuinely my favorite room to be around, because I just feel like there's just something focused about it, like, and very personal.
Yes.
I just feel so like, let's work, let's chill, let's do. I also do a lot of my morning stuff here, my workouts.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just one of those spaces I just want to hang around.
All right.
The house, yes.
So you decided to have your shelves here, but are not permanent.
Yes.
You can move out with them, which is clever. And painted it white, so it's very visible. And the fact that you've done your display of your artifacts, the books, your painting, just take me through this wonder. I just call it a wonder because it is a wonder. Like it is. Don't you guys love this? I'm loving it.
Thank you. I think this like sort of speaks to, I call it like some organized chaos. Because as a maximalist, that's how it feels like sometimes, right? Like you have so many things.
Yes.
and you don't have places to take them, but you want to see all of them.
Yes.
So this is just like a lot of my collection, a lot of my history.
Yes.
Just a lot of my also work storage for my fabrics that I leave over once I'm done from work.
Okay.
Just I wanted just an organized way of putting all this chaos.
What is the most memorable piece here?
Yes.
I love everything here because I think I'm a maximalist too.
Yes, from the color, the dress,
Yes.
the earrings, you are a maximalist.
Yes.
Yes, that's your style.
Yes, that's my style. Tell
Yes.
me, what stands out for you here? Because I mean, I want to go through it, but my producer will kill me.
Yes.
So just tell me something that stands out for you
I
and
think
what it means
this,
to you.
my sister's first camera.
Okay.
Everyone knows about this camera back home.
Fujifilm.
Because she spoiled it. It was my brother's. It just has
Okay.
a very beautiful story.
Okay.
And then also my mom was a telephone operator. It's like the oldest phone you'll ever see.
All right.
And when I asked her for a phone, this is what this is the only phone we have left. And she was a telephone operator. So I was
Okay.
like, let me have it.
Yes.
Yes.
Lovely.
So this, I think, the main piece is also my mom, an album of my grandfather and my
Okay.
mom,
Okay.
and just also my mom and dad, how they look like sort of same juxtaposed
Yes.
next to each other.
Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting. Something about you, you picked a lot of things that are very meaningful to you.
Yes.
And I'm seeing you have a toolbox down there.
Yes. Yes, as a designer, like you always go to the site, you're like, we don't have a screw. We don't have, most people think the design part is this.
The fun part.
The fun part. It's beautiful. It's
Yes.
But this is like the main, this is me 24/7 now.
Okay.
With the fundis, on site,
Yes.
doing the errands,
Yes.
coordinating. That is like 90% of design. And then 10, like I usually tell my people, like it's like a high. I usually get a high towards the end. It lasts like 5 days or at most like 4 days.
Yeah.
But the 90% is just up and down fundis, just coordinating all that.
Okay.
So yeah, these are my tools of trade.
Yes.
My drills,
Any
my everything.
project that you're most proud of?
Oh my God, they're just like all babies. And my latest project is usually my most proud of it, my most proudest moment, because usually it just gives the same feeling. You're excited to deliver, you're excited to give. But I'm mostly proud about the last 2 projects because it was something I've never done. I did a studio.
Okay.
And it was such a creative process because there's so many things involved,
Yes.
and also the timelines were tight, just to also see whether I push my creativity with timelines.
Yes.
Also recently designed a swimming pool in a villa
Okay.
in Diani, and that was exciting. That's super exciting. I hope
Your work pays your bills.
it does pay my bills. Because I left formal employment in 2022. This is like my 2021, my 3rd year full time as a designer. Yes.
This is so...
It's like, she looks like you.
Yeah,
Right?
I can't help it, but we just have to talk about it.
Yes.
And also something about how you do your display. Like you have textile, I mean, you have material. You're not like lumping up books in one place.
Yes.
And you have all these pieces that are all different. I like the fact that the display is meticulous, it's artistic. That's how your creative mind works.
Exactly.
All right. Talk to me about the lighting. Why this lighting? It looks fabulous, by the way. And the mirror, it's grandiose. It's glamorous. OMG. I want to go with everything in this house.
Talk to me nicely.
Believe you me,
Yes.
don't dare me. Oh, you don't know, Naila. Yes. I get what I want. Always.
Always.
Yes.
Yeah, talk to me nicely. I'll
This
let you
mirror,
know.
especially.
This one especially. Okay. We'll see what to do.
Okay. You guys heard right. You guys heard right. I hope you.
You put me on record on
Yes.
that. Okay.
Yes. Talk to me about the mirror, the lighting.
I think I just wanted to feel like being a designer, it's hard to believe, but you do most of the time are in the dirty work, you know?
Yes.
Like you're doing the errands, you're just doing a lot of dirty work. And I just wanted to feel glam in this space. Like I'm the star, I'm the boss now. It's my space.
Yes.
I'm in my
And why
space.
not? Let's celebrate this girl. Isn't she just fabulous and amazing?
Thank you.
This is gorgeous. Was this made? Was it like...
Yes, this is also custom made. Like everything here except this, I got this from my mom's.
Okay.
Everything
And
else
the
is
table.
Yes, is custom made.
Custom made.
This is exactly why I say people need to work with a designer.
Yeah.
Because this is, you see, when you're on the streets, the guys you see selling art.
Yeah.
That's why I picked it.
Okay.
Yes. So I pick when anything that interests me, but how do you style it?
Yes.
What people do, they go and stick it on a wall alone, and then you're like, oh, this is a piece I saw. It just doesn't have that feeling that you wanted. But once you style things tastefully, they just do whatever they're supposed to do.
Last but not least.
Yes.
I see you got George's picture there.
Yes.
He's so fierce. My word, didn't you just see, guys? My.
Here he is doing what he loves best, sleeping and lazing.
And lazing around and chasing us out in the meantime.
Yes.
So I want to go to the next space, but I want to ask one question.
Yes.
Are you dating?
Dating. Oh, that's the doorbell. I don't wanna put, this is gonna be on national television. My mom and dad, everyone is wondering. This is a question.
Yes.
They need to answer.
We ukonam
The
to.
possible suitor is also wondering.
Ukonam
Help
to.
him.
Even the camera guys are
highly
asking.
risky question.
Ukonam
This
to.
is a question that can tear families up. So I'd say we go to the bedroom.
On behalf of my camera guys, ukonam to. And the viewers out there who are looking for, you know.
I'm dating, whether it's official until there's a ring on it, Naila. It's open.
It's open.
It's open.
Put a ring on it. Chances. The camera guys you had. It's a chance. Perfect wife material.
Yes, thank you.
So we go to the next space.
Let's go to the next
I see you're sweating.
Yeah, already.
That art piece is jaw-dropping. My goodness. Girl,
You love it?
what's just about, something about it that is just amazing.
Thank you, thank you.
You are just extra as a person.
Si pesa ni kupenda, ni passion. Passion ndio mingi.
Uko na pesa mingi.
Ni passion ndio mingi, si pesa.
Ni pesa. Let's just agree. I think passion.
Genuinely the passion. Like, okay, I was in at this feminine space where I was like, I just wanted to see, like, if you see a lot of my pieces are females and birds and just light stuff. And when I left employment, the job was like, move, go, go, go. So I also wanted to add some pieces that make me feel like a little
I want
bit calmer.
to steal it. That and there.
It's been stolen twice. This will be the third time. Shout out to Catherine, because I'd given my client, I was like, I love this piece too much. Came back home, but it's one of my favorite pieces. It's made by a local artist.
Okay. Oh yeah, what's the name of
He's
the artist?
called Mokaya.
Okay. It reminds me of Miles Monroe.
Just a regal
Takes you into
woman.
50s.
Yes, that's how I want to feel when I'm in the house.
Very, you know.
Just like, this is my house. Nairobi, free. Yes, that feeling.
Yeah.
That feeling, yeah.
You've personalized your space into the person that you are. Each space speaks. Each space is different. It has its own character and personality. And I've just walked in here. It's equally very different. Tell me the look and feel behind this bedroom. I'm in love with it.
Awesome, thank you so much. I feel like bedrooms are that calm space,
Yes,
but it's the first space you wake up to.
true.
So you don't want a lot of drama, you don't want a lot of things.
Yes.
So this is where, in my maximalist nature, I really just try to edit it as much as I could. I know they look edited, but this is me edited. And so I just wanted to bring that calm, soft, feeling into this space, and that's why I went with just a warmer tone.
Yes.
And then just layering with the bed sheets, with the pillows,
Okay.
and I always wanted a poster bed. I feel
Talk to
like
me about the furniture.
the furniture,
Yes.
the chest.
The dressing table.
Yes.
Very unique and different. I like this feel.
Yes,
Yeah.
just like a
And the
modern take on a chest.
Yes.
Because I think fluted panels are in right now.
You called it what?
Fluted panels.
Fluted panels.
Yes.
Did you hear, guys? Fluted panels. Doesn't it look nice?
Yes.
Plus the mirror. Oh, so nice. And the bed.
Yes, I think I always wanted a poster bed, something very English, old world feel about it. So that's how I wanted this bedroom to feel, you know.
Yeah.
And then this is just a more modern take on the chest of drawers.
Yes.
I probably would love the old kind, if I'd find, you know, that old chest with the mirror kind of look.
Yes.
Probably that's what I'll go for in the next one.
Okay.
But I just wanted to add a little bit. I was just into. I also get sort of carried away with trends being a designer.
Yes.
So yeah, fluted panels. Just wanted to see how that would work on a chest, and yeah, I think it works well.
Your space is incredibly beautiful.
Thank you.
I am totally in love with it. How about you move out and I just move in? Meanwhile, Fraciah, this has been such an incredible interview. Where can we find you?
I'm on House of Fraciah. House of Fraciah on Instagram. House of
Okay.
Fraciah on Facebook.
Okay.
House of Fraciah on TikTok.
Okay.
And also have my website, House of Fraciah.
Fraciah it is. House of Fraciah it
Yes.
is.
Yes.
Support her. She is a creative genius. Loved everything about her space. Such an inspiration to young people who are passionate about interior decor, innovative approach, creativity to the maximum, and very tasteful. Thank you guys for watching. See you next week on Thursday at 8 p.m. I've been your host, Naila.